Now at 6:30, New Mexico is about to feel the burn. What you need to know about his visit today. And check out those numbers for your weekend forecast. Cassandra Crimmy will have more in just a minute. Plus, new developments overnight in the search for the Egypt Air passenger jet that disappeared. And there are hundreds of motorcyclists who will start traveling through our state. So let's check in with Steve because he is meeting up with some of them this morning in Gallup. Good morning, Steve.
Well, good morning. Our longtime viewers will remember Andy the weather dog. It's like I'm seeing a ghost, deja vu. This is Roscoe, rescue, white schnauzer, just like Andy was. Where does he live?
Beautiful downtown Seattle, Washington.
Well, welcome to New Mexico. Excuse me. We're out here in the parking lot at the Red Rock 10 Theater in Gallup, getting ready to parade into Albuquerque, then on up to Santa Fe, and eventually Angel Fire, New Mexico, to the Vietnam Veterans State Park. We're having a great time. Parade of Pets is right around the corner. We'll give you details on what you can expect and what the weekend forecast looks like. Back to you in the studio for right now.
Oh, thank you, Steve. It's a beautiful start to the day here in Albuquerque. 50 degrees, lots of sunshine, lots of early morning sunshine, but a hop, skip, and a jump away as we get you onto the east side of the Sandias in Moriarty. Much cooler, 35 degrees outside for you, so grab that jacket as you head out. A lot of locations up to the north in Taos Raton also in the mid-30s. Grants right now 33 degrees, so a little bit chillier for you folks, but a lot of sunshine is what we will have today, and we're going to see those temperatures warm back up. One hazard, though, down to the far southeast, watching some thick fog. I'll have more details on that and what we can expect this weekend coming up.
Happening today, Bernie Sanders is coming to New Mexico, and here is his schedule for today. Now, his first rally is this afternoon. That's up in Santa Fe at the Santa Fe Community College. It starts at 3, but the doors for this event will open at 1. Then he's going to make his way down to Albuquerque and give a speech at the Albuquerque Convention Center. Now, that event starts at 7 o'clock and doors open at 5. But right now, let's go out to Erica, who's live in Santa Fe just hours before he takes the stage. Good morning, Erica.
Good morning, Colton. We're right out in front of Santa Fe Community College, where you can see the barricades here ready to be set up for when supporters arrive for that Sanders rally happening later this afternoon. And inside these doors, that's where they'll be holding the rally. The podium is already set up. Now, some information for you if you are attending this morning, some security concerns. You don't want to bring any bags. Of course, you don't want to bring any weapons, no sharp objects. You can't bring in chairs, and you also won't be able to bring in banners and sticks. So if you do have those, you're going to need to leave them outside. Now, the Sanders campaign says they'll be talking about a lot of the topics they've been discussing throughout their campaign. Those will include universal health care, free tuition at colleges and universities, public colleges and universities, as well as a variety of other topics, including big money in campaigns. Now, again, if you are attending that rally, you might want to come a little bit early here in Santa Fe. The rally begins at 3 p.m., but the doors open up at 1 p.m., so you have some time to get in here. Now, there have been large crowds at some of his past rallies. You are able to RSVP, but we haven't really been able to ballpark how many people will attend. We will have crews on scene in both Santa Fe and Albuquerque today. We'll also have Chopper 4 flying overhead, and our Tom Jules will be interviewing Bernie Sanders later today. Follow for all of our coverage on our later newscasts and online at KOB.com. Live in Santa Fe, Erica Zucco, KOB Eyewitness News 4.
All right, Erica, thank you. And she just said that he'll be up in Santa Fe and Albuquerque today, but he's going to visit the southern part of our state tomorrow. He'll be visiting Vado Elementary School, which is near Las Cruces. The doors open for that event at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and the event starts at noon.
And Donald Trump's campaign announced that he's headed to the land of enchantment as well. His rally is Tuesday night at 7 at the Albuquerque Convention Center. Some Trump rallies all across the country get pretty wild. Albuquerque police say that they will give the Secret Service whatever resources that they end up requesting. Governor Susana Martinez hasn't decided if she's going to actually attend Trump's rally. Her office has said she wants to hear Trump's thoughts on New Mexico before deciding whether or not to endorse him. Political analyst Joe Monahan says that puts her in a tough position. Trump may be her party's presumed nominee, but he's also done a lot to alienate the Latino voters who made her governor in the first place. She's publicly denounced his idea to build a wall between Mexico and the United States, but her own party is starting to line up behind Trump.
I think we need to toughen our border security quite a bit.
With a wall?
I think if that's the idea that our president would be 100% behind a Republican president.
Political experts say she may be a Republican, but Martinez was put in office by the same Democrat Latino voters Trump has alienated.
Hillary Clinton is sending her husband to campaign for her here next week. Former President Bill Clinton will make stops in Albuquerque and Espanola on the 24th and 25th. Now, the exact details of those events have not yet been released, but you can find details about Sanders and Trump's rallies, including how to register to attend them on our websites. You can count on KOB and KOB.com to bring you balanced coverage on each campaign's visit and every big development in the race for the presidency.
New this morning, the Egyptian military said that it did find wreckage of the missing Egypt Air flights as well as passengers' belongings. Meanwhile, American investigators are trying to help the Egyptians figure out exactly what happened here. They're looking through surveillance images from satellites to determine if there was an explosion. In a statement last night, the White House said they don't know what caused the crash. 66 people were on board. All right, well, you heard Steve mention a little bit earlier that hundreds of motorcyclists will be traveling throughout our state on their way to Washington, D.C.
Yeah, the Run for the Wall is dedicated to prisoners of war and those who are missing in action. Well, today, Milan Elementary School will host lunch for 300 of those motorcyclists.
But before they get to lunch, Steve will enjoy some breakfast with some motorcyclists out in Gallup. Good morning, Steve.
Well, good morning. We've just updated. It's more like 400 bikers right now, and everybody gathering here in the parking lot at the Red Rock 10 Theaters in Gallup. We had a rousing welcoming ceremony last night at Red Rock State Park. We got to participate in the traditional gourd dance ceremony, and that was just a lot of fun. We've been showing you video of that off and on this morning. We are expecting gorgeous forecast conditions. The parade will arrive, police escorted, at Route 66 Casino about 10:15. We'll take a break to refuel and then head through Albuquerque on I-40 to the Big I, north on 25, up through Cochiti and the bypass in Santa Fe into the Camelrock Casino for lunch and a refuel, and then up through the beautiful Espanola Valley to Angel Fire's Vietnam Veterans Memorial State Park. It's a beautiful place, a beautiful day, and boy, I tell you, we couldn't have picked better weather for it. We're going to check in now with a Parade of Pets like we do every Friday morning. Want you to meet Apollo, the kitty cat, and Tanya Tucker, the cat. I met the real Tanya Tucker. She went skiing with Steve Stucker a few years ago. Hope you'll drop off your Parade of Pet pictures on our website at KOB.com. Let's check in right now with the forecast and Cassandra Crimmy.
Yeah, good morning, Steve. And thank goodness you guys are riding today, because just a few days away, conditions felt more like early March than they did like May. Now through the weekend, we're going to start to get back to normal levels. So outside now, 50 degrees, lots of sunshine. Winds are really not an issue for us. Southeast at about 6 miles an hour. Up in Farmington near the Four Corners, 50 degrees as well for you. Winds slightly stronger out of the east at about 10 miles an hour, but winds won't be an issue for us today. Not the case, though, for the weekend. I'll get to that in just a minute. But current temperatures, we've got the cool 30s, 34 in Taos, 35 in Raton. I was showing you numbers in Moriarty are also in the mid-30s this morning, so a little bit chillier for you. But big picture is this high-pressure system, it's moving in. It's going to quiet our weather down for the next couple of days. I think we could see a few stray showers up over the state border as we get you into far, far southern Colorado today. But the Land of Enchantment is going to be dry and it's going to be sunny for today. So the metro, your planner, mid-60s by 10 o'clock. Then we've got the 70s from noon through 2, 76 at 2 o'clock. We make our way up towards the Jemez. If you've got a big hike planned this afternoon, it'll be nice and comfortable. 66 at noon, 69 at around 2 o'clock, with highs today peaking in the 70s and 80s almost statewide. But we're starting to see those 90s back closer towards Carlsbad. We'll get to about 91 degrees. So I think today really is going to be the best day of the week. Tomorrow, we talked about the winds coming back. It is going to turn breezy to windy through not only just your Saturday, but your Sunday as well. But here's a taste of some of those winds for tomorrow. Through the afternoon, sustained 20 to 25 miles an hour out of the south. And that's going to keep our numbers high, but it will be breezy. For today, your forecast into the south and east, mostly sunny, warm. 83 Portales, 86 in Hobbs. Hobbs, you are waking up to a little bit of fog. Keep that in mind. The next couple of days, lots of 90s and the winds back, and we actually see the 90s for much of this upcoming week. Into the south and west, 86 for Deming, also Las Cruces, a nice comfortable 78 for Silver City. The Four Corners, more of those 70s, some 60s up in Chama, a little bit cooler, a high of 67 with the partly cloudy skies, and 80s for Saturday. Then we start to tap into the mid 70s, and we will stay there for much of the week. The Northeast is going to be very nice, 80 in Roy, 82 in Clayton, 71 degrees for Mora today, 78 in Santa Fe at the Capitol, and 79 in Espanola. And the numbers will stay nice and comfortable for you into the weekend as well. But we are going to be tracking the breezy conditions even in Santa Fe. The East Mountains today, Edgewood 77, Moriarty 76, and you're right now in those mid 30s. But it will be nice this afternoon, and a few of those 80s for Belen, Los Lunas, and into the Albuquerque metro area, Corrales and the west side, all hitting 81 degrees today, more 80s tomorrow, just shy of it on Sunday, and we'll bring the winds back Saturday and Sunday.
Traffic Watch, brought to you by Bank of the West.
All right, 640, starting to see some of that backup here at I-40 at 4th. Didn't mean to sound so excited about that, but just know it is over there. Take a look right here. This is I-25 at Montgomery, congested, picking up a lot. Want to take a look at Waze. So far, all the reports that we're really getting is there's an object in the road in Montano for you west siders, so keep that in mind. If you missed our traffic hit a little bit earlier, do want to remind you about some of that road work that's going to be done in the area of Jefferson and Ellison, and also over here on Wantabo in the northeast side.
Bicycling is for more than just sunny Saturday mornings. We'll tell you why you might want to take yours to work coming up.